10:02 a.m. here in Tokyo on June 6th, June 9th. Let me try that again. Good morning, everyone. It is 10:02 a.m. on June 9th, 2024, Sunday here in Tokyo. I'm your host, Richard Pocky Kim. Welcome to Pocky Built Suffers for Your Entertainment, episode 269.
Computer
269. Yeah. Pocky Build Computers.
It's close.
Hope everyone's doing well today. As you can see, things are a little bit different from usual. Let me make sure the broadcast is working.
Test. Test. 1, 2.
There we go.
Test. 1, 2, 3.
Christopher.
Sorry.
It's okay. I appreciate you want to help, Christopher. Oh, that will make things interesting. There. All right. Just in case the chat dies or something in the middle of everything. As the description says, do I have some little plastic baggies? I have no little plastic baggies, but that's probably.
I can get some little plastic baggies. Do you want some?
I
don't have any like little jewelry size baggies.
Darkstar is giving me crap already because he is giving me crap because he's done PC builds before. He's talking about all the various little bags that the parts come in and stuff. I think.
What's this box?
No, I need them to catch the magic smoke.
Oh yeah, no. Ain't nobody got that
こっちのパーツはどういう英語にどういう意味?
This is a cooler fan, Christopher. We're gonna put this on the case.
Cool.
Yes, Chris. I'm gonna introduce all the parts. And
let your dad talk.
Okay, Chris.
Funnel cake.
Good asking though.
Yes, thank you for asking. Get the Twitch going here. There we go.
Another
But as I said, thanks to the generous folks who donated and such to my goal for building a new PC, we finally we raised enough money over the last few weeks, last month, to buy the parts we need, including
the motherboard.
Here's the motherboard. Hooray! Memory.
Whoa! So that's what a memory chip looks like sometimes.
These days. Yes.
What? What those things?
Christopher. What the? CPU.
I am fucking phone.
Details, right?
The what's gonna be the new main drive? Main drives have gotten so small. And
which
of course,
is kind of convenient because they take up less space.
The
now.
video card, which I'm not sure if that will
always
fit.
fits on.
It's okay.
There we go. There we go. Video card.
GeoForce OTX.
And then of course we get the fan. Let me move this.
Again.
Well, no, until I get a new keyboard or I figure out some way to fix this, it's gonna keep happening because it's okay. Over here for now.
Well, some cable ties.
And of course, the all-important power supply, which is a little more important than the cooler fans, the extra fans there. And then we've got fans for keeping the case cool. I'm gonna put the case up here in a few minutes, but not yet because it's very big.
And whatever this is.
And this is, I'm not gonna put this on screen because it's got information on it, but OS there. The operating system. Otherwise, your computer doesn't run, Christopher. And of course, cable ties because we'll probably need cable ties.
Okay.
Cable ties for life.
So.
Cable ties are life.
That.
I have the case right here.
Nice catch.
The case is actually right here, that direction, so I can touch it for destaticking myself. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and put the parts back down here on the ground, in their boxes, until I need them. For now, let's go ahead and
Yeah, Mr. does not want to say.
Start with the motherboard.
Unboxing a motherboard, which reminds me of school stamping reviews.
A little bit different, but yeah.
Same kind of
All right,
idea.
so we got our
Cable.
SATA cables there.
Ow.
At least you the best of luck.
Thank you, honey. Underneath the motherboard case are the instructions. Are you okay?
Christopher, I need you to not pester your father today. Like, even more than usual.
What was right there? Something not falling over?
This may be a stop and start kind of stream. I apologize. I put it to just chatting because I couldn't find a PC building category in the game in the thing. So if there's a different, better category for PC building, then let me know, folks. But here's the back plate. Good old back plate.
Back up. That's a bit.
This goes on the back of the computer, where these will be popping through to help keep dust from getting in. It's a dust.
That looks fragile.
The dust shield. Arts and crafts? Maybe? I guess arts and breaking things. Yeah, maybe not breaking things. I would really prefer not breaking things. Right.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all!
Alright. Trying to very carefully, because I like to keep the bag in one piece.
In case we need it.
This is an anti-static bag, Christopher. It helps prevent the static electricity I told you about before.
From getting to, well, components.
Yeah. Alright, so here is our motherboard.
Which looks very, very fragile.
Yes, it is, Christopher, so be careful, please.
That looks like a battery. Well,
it is a battery, Christopher. That's how the onboard clock stays alive.
Onboard clock.
Yes.
Whoa, looks high-tech in.
So this is going to be a partial teaching my son how to build a computer stream too, folks. So this is where the CPU goes. The CPU is right here.
Whoa.
Okay.
The
The CPU goes here. This is where the memory sticks go.
Oh, these things.
Yes, right here. This is where the M2 drive is going to go.
M2 drive.
Which means it's almost time for me to break out my tools.
Is a pen a tool?
Yes, a pen is a tool because you can use it to mark things. Morning, Krellian. Long time no talk. How you been? Hope you're well.
Talk?
Well, I can't see them. They don't have a video camera on. This is not a video chat, Chris. So I've got my good old multi-part driver here. It's kind of old and needs. I should probably de-rust everything.
Did you put a...
It's a Christopher.
Did you put this in here?
Yes, Christopher.
Okay, just checking.
If you're talking about the toothpick is in there because I put it in there because I use a toothpick a lot.
Okay.
Everything else is everything except for the spudger was already in the case when I bought it. So we're gonna do the CPU last on this particular part. But Chris, so these are the I/O ports, USB ports, video ports.
Those are
PS2 port for the old keyboard.
All the cables plug in.
This is where the internet goes right here. These are audio ports here.
Internet cable looks huge.
And these pins are why I need you to be one of the reasons I need you to be careful. These pins get bent. Whatever function they did before possibly will not work. All right. This is where a lot of the parts from the case will plug in, and where a lot of the fans will plug in. Okay. This is the motherboard takes power from the power supply that you're sitting next to. Okay, and then distributes the power to the rest of the computer, except for a few things that have direct cabling to the power supply. But you'll see that when we get to that.
Well, they're all independent power sources, like the onboard clock and the motherboard.
Yes, exactly. But most things do not have their own power supply because that would make the computer more complicated than we want it to be.
And we want it to be as simple as possible.
Now let me check the manual really fast about what card. Let's see. We're gonna put the memory in first. That's the.
I was listening to captures with one.
This does not list, actually, which slots on the motherboard I should use for the memory, because there's 4 of them. I should... well, I'm a sucker. What can I say? And I do not need you right now, iTunes. These are just the regulatory information that's not going to help me. Yeah, except there's no... This is all that came with it, so I have to go find the... PDF really fast. 1 second. Oh, that's true. Let's see what we got here. I'm not gonna lie, folks. I'm kind of nervous. I've never done this in front of people, except for clients, and even then. There we go. DDR4A1, DDR A2, DDR B1, DDR B2, and there's 2 of them that are marked first. That's interesting. It's not sure you can be able to see it from there, because this camera's not the most, there it is, right there. Other side, Richard. Right there. A1 and A2. Interesting. Alright. The 2 gray ones? Alright. I'm gonna...
Man, the
paranoid
motherboard
for a
itself looks cool.
It does look very cool, yeah.
It also looks kind of fun.
Well, yes, Christopher. 1 second, folks, because I'm going to be paranoid about this. Dear, thank you. Manual. I just realized, is this the right... Yeah, what revision of motherboard is this? Pretty sure this is... It does not say. That's lovely. There are a lot of things on this thing that I do not quite understand, but oh well. Installing the memory. Do. Yep, A2 and B2 do seem to be the correct slots, so let's do that. Alright, here we go. Neo Forza. I have never heard of this company. Yeah, I know about putting them in the right direction. That part I'm not worried about, folks. It's more which of the 4 slots. The memory was so I'm gonna put grays here. Closer. A2, B2. So Chris, come here a second. I'm gonna show you something. On memory these days, if you look at the chip, it's not in the slot is not in the middle. It's off to the side, so you can't put it in the wrong way. Okay?
Gotcha.
And when you put it in,
You gotta make sure I can go one.
you put it in the slot here. Press down
Carefully. Maybe it's in the wrong way.
No, it's in the right way. I'm just being overly cautious because I don't want to break it usually. So
because it was a gift.
it was not a gift. I paid for these, but still.
Careful.
Yeah. I'll be careful, Christopher. Trust me. I don't have the money to replace this motherboard if things go bad. There we go.
That was a sensible click.
Yep. There we go. Click, click.
That was
That's
that was
one.
satisfyingly relieving.
Mm-hmm. Man, these modern memories keep on getting more heat sinks and stuff on it now that I'm used to. Well, normally I would use the foam that the case came in, the board came in on the table itself, but you know what I'm going to do? Here, hold on a second. I don't want to do it against the kotatsu table here if I can help it, because I'm always worried about bending the pins. What I can do, however, is this. There we go. A little bit of a cushion. Alright, so that's the memory in. Hooray. And now we have to put in the M2 chip here, which I have never done anything with before, so I'm a little nervous. It does not have a removable case for the motherboard, unfortunately. I think what I'll do is after I put this in, I'll mount it to the case actually. Put it in a 45-degree angle, then lower into place and screw down. Okay, that seems nice and easy, thankfully. And wow, that is tiny. Wow, that is really, really small compared to what I was expecting. Well, first steps first, let's go ahead and actually unscrew this. That is not thin enough. What about you? Alright. Smaller ones even. Wow, okay. I'm going to assume I should remove the plastic here, because that's probably going to be bad for the heat. So...
Oh, there's nothing as much fun as a little fire risk.
You're not helping, honey.
I am always helping.
I'm going to go. I want to go ahead and guess what's called puzzle.
It would be if Mom's being silly, Chris. I hope. Wow, that...
You know I love me the risk of an electrical fire.
Yeah, well...
No, you don't.
He's beginning to catch on to sarcasm.
There's no... the board is just this and this. So I don't think there's a one I have to worry about per se. So... Alright, so put that in, lower it, and then put this back in. And lower it, and then screw it down. I appreciate everyone's assistance and advice. I hope that's right. the problem with doing new technology. Alright, so I guess that was correct. And I'm just a dum-dum. I always worry about fit and stuff with parts, but I'm gonna assume that the people who built this motherboard know what they're doing and it will fit in properly. Yeah, I took the film off of the heatsink already, so. Alright. Alright, now I think actually, yeah, I think I'll follow Darkstar's advice here and put the motherboard in the case, which means you get to see the motherboard now. Do-do-do-do. First, I took all the sides off of already, which was nice. The case is a Thermaltake Core V21. Oh, okay, that's a good point too, I suppose. But yeah, so here it comes with one glass top, two of these side panels with the nice magnetic mesh, and the bottom comes off too, which just makes it easier to do certain things. Alright, well, let's go ahead and, let's do the, since already this far, I guess, then. CPU time.
Rich,
Yes, honey.
when you put the table, did you see my earrings?
Your little book earrings?
Yeah.
They're in your little cup thingy in the...
Bless you. You're perfect. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah.
Alright. As okay, well, here's the CPU, if I can get it. Here we go. Here's the CPU's cooler. Good old Intel default fan with the thermal paste already built in. And Chris, this is the CPU. This is the thing that powers the whole computer. See how small it is? But there's millions and millions of transistors in this thing that make the machine work.
Thing.
Yep, so here we go. So here's the CPU. I have a spare portable monitor I can use to test by theory, but that would require a lot of space and stuff that I don't know if I've got, unfortunately, so... But for now, let's go ahead. Let's see here, I believe it's, yeah, out and up to unlock that. There's the case. I believe this is just a standard 4-point mount. I'm not actually installing this, of course, just checking the holes. So I'll go there, alright. Yeah, no, I mean, I have to... Not sure where I'd put everything is part of the problem, so... Is there even a slot on that? Maybe. Yeah, there's no backplate for the fan, thankfully. Right, yeah. I do remember that. It's been a little while since I've done something like this, but I do remember having to do the rotation and such, so... Alright, yeah, I think... I'm gonna go just install the CPU now, and then I'll do the fan in a little bit, but I'm gonna skip from this to putting the power supply in the case. So the cooler does have thermal paste. There you go. So right. All right. So removing the protective case covering for the piece there. Never mind. I shouldn't have removed the install the processor before moving to... Oh. Well. Hey, look, it's back on again. I see. Alright, well...
Okay.
I put it back on.
Phew.
See? Ta-da! It's back on.
At least it can be put back on in case.
Yeah, well, Chris. Now, one thing about this, Chris, is that if you look at the bottom of the chip, and I'll show you really fast, just be careful.
Oh, by the way, everyone, yesterday I had Undokai.
Yeah, Chris did his Undokai yesterday, so
that's
why we're all a little suntanned right now, sunburned.
I got a bit of a sunburn on my neck, which I don't really feel.
So, Chris, but see...
You got a little tan. You didn't get sunburned.
See a little dot right there at the corner? That has to match on here somewhere.
You mean I can help a little? Can I help?
You can look. Do not touch. I'm actually... Oh, not sure. I'm not sure.
I'm going to be a little focus my move.
Oh, I see. Okay, there we go. All right. Why do I feel like this is the wrong way?
Is it fit?
No, it's fine. Just scared is all.
I'm a golden.
I'm not used to this having so much resistance. Alright. That's locked down now. Only a little nerve-wracking is all there. God. Now, power supply. Because this will be the next most annoying thing to do. Got a Thermaltake case. And so we've got a Thermaltake power supply. 750 is probably more than I need right now, but if I ever decide to upgrade my system past what it's currently at, I don't have to worry about upgrading the power supply, at least I hope. Of course, who knows? Maybe the new power supply, the new video cards will require, 2,000 watts or something ridiculous like that. Now, this was sent to me from the U.S., but it should work here as far as I can tell, so hopefully no problems. Manuals, cable, power supply, and bag of cables, I guess. That's very nice of them to have them in a nice little bag here of, like, cables here. Shamso, I think you're getting way ahead of me right now, so here's the power supply. I'm in no rush. It's only 10:30. Got another 2.5 hours to stream, possibly longer if this does take that long. So it's partially modular. This camera is not great for this. Oh well. So we're gonna want this fan facing downwards. Smart Zero fan. The fan does not operate if the PSU is at low loads. Huh. Neat. Alright, and now here it is. The case. Which I know you guys can't see the whole thing of. But thermal take. Missing the bottom, of course. So we're going to put the power supply in here. One neat thing is the top rails here. These actually come out so I can adjust the fans. So I'll probably do those next. But first, let's go ahead and get this power supply in here. Are the screws in here? Yes, they are. Huh. Ah, there it is. I'm gonna guess there's more screws in here. Yes, there's many more screws in here for the case. Oh, they're just in the little standard packet. That's gonna be wonderful fun. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and undo the cable here. I apologize for the so exciting cable manipulation. Such a exciting thing here. So the fan should be down, I believe, correct? These days, well, not even these days, just in general. There will be, because, where are you? Yeah, there's
The cop!
that right there will be underneath the power supply.
That is huge!
And it's removable, thankfully, so
That
nice and easy for cleaning.
Chris, for my darling. Chris,
Mhm.
you have a minute? Can you open the dishwasher, please? do it like the second way.
Go, Dad.
Alright, so. Alright. Gonna have to. Alright. Let's figure out which. I gotta move this out the way. There we go. Let me figure out which screws I need to. Chris, shoyu osara kudasai. Any of them. Bikun, Ria, normal one, I don't care. I just need a dish. Arigato. So, これを I'm putting. There. Now it's time to play which screw goes into the power supply. I don't think the manual. Where is the case manual? There it is. I don't think the case manual is going to say which power supply, which screws for the power supply. Huh. Place the power supply in proper location and secure it with screws. Place the PSU rubber on bracket. Secure bracket with the case by locking hook. This is new. Huh. Neat. Yeah, that's what I'm used to too. Just wanted to double check on that. Okay. That's one. Two. Three. Four. No extras, don't lose them. Alright. I'm about to knock them over with the cables. Let's turn the case over. Cables go down here for a second. Easy to forget how little space you've got in Japan sometimes for stuff like this. Alright. Alright, so we got the fan facing down. Thank you, magnetic headed screwdriver. Hey Chris, you want to come help me? Or Katie, I guess. I just need someone to hold this in place for a second while I screw a screw in.
Yeah, the worst part about this sunburn is it actually made my muscles ache. What am I holding up?
Put your hand here. There you go. Push it a little bit towards the right. There you go. My erstwhile wife and companion.
I am not an erstwhile wife. I am your wife.
My darling wife.
There you go.
Sorry, my brain is currently on trying
It's
to make sure
okay.
this all works.
You have a screw loose. I get it. Tee-hee, tee-hee.
What's wrong with?
Well, if he needed help screwing and didn't come to me, I'd be more worried.
Alright.
I'm just reading chat. What?
Okay. Maybe the one down here. Really.
Hey, sure. I get it.
Lower.
Where's the?
Lower. There you go.
There you go. You got it.
Actually, that's not it.
Yeah, it is.
No. Well, no. That's a piece of the grate, not the whole.
No, that's their hole.
That's the whole 1, 2, 3, 4. They did them weirdly.
That is very weird. Okay,
Yeah.
you're right. That is really weird. What would they? Why would they? Why would they do that?
No.
That weird.
Except the case is going to be all very different, so.
That's fair.
Alright, that should be enough to keep it mounted. Thank you, honey.
You good?
Yes. Thank you, honey.
No problem.
My darling wife, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's 2.
honored members of the jury.
There's 3. Where's the 4? Someone. Krellian says hello.
Well,
No.
Kitty says hello back. She from the other room. All right. 3-point mount should be enough, honestly.
Oh.
Because there is
Donko is just a big toaster.
the PSU bracket thingy they've gotten here. This thing right here, which I guess goes in here as well to help hold it in. Which I appreciate, especially in Japan, where we do get earthquakes occasionally. So, and look, now we got a baggie for the magic smoke there, Dark Star. Step 2. Put in PSU rubber. Okay, that's these little jobbers here. I appreciate that they put the screws for this and the rubber mount bits on a separate bag. Oh, I see. It only goes. Oh no, I have to pull it all the way through. They have a little ridge to keep it so that once you pull it the way through, it's harder to pull back out, which is a smart idea. Okay, so there's that. And then this goes where? Here, I guess? I'm not 100% sure where this is supposed to go. Hold on a second, folks. Okay, so the power supplies. Okay, remove that. Yes. Wow, folks, this is a little more confusing than I thought it was going to be. Alright, so this will go like this, it looks like. Is this... What is going on here? Locking hook. I wonder if this is only supposed to be if it doesn't fit properly or something. Yeah, it's Thermaltake Core V21. It's a nice case. I just don't understand this part here. Like, this is... Alright, so... Oh, okay, it's supposed to be... That's... Okay... Yeah, okay, I see what's going on. This is a little odd. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's just kind of weird how it's all set up. Because, like, I now have to kind of jimmy things around, as it were. Yeah, I got those in already, so... Those are in already. Alright, I see what's going on. This is still odd, but okay. Oh god, okay, I see. Oh my goodness, this is definitely more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Because the piece... I might need Katie's help again in a second. Okay, because I need someone to hold this while I try to get this. There we go. Alright. Wow, that's kind of obnoxious. I am never removing this power supply unless it dies. Dear God. It's a Thermaltake case with a Thermaltake power supply. You would think they would have made them to actually, you know, work together. One would hope. I never assume anymore, but one would hope. Yeah, that's what I'm more used to. So, and I may have just how about this is the right. Oh God. Ah, crap. Nope. Richard screwed up.
What?
So this. How do I explain this?
Is it something you can fix?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a flat top screw and there's a round top screw. The flat top screw has to go on the side so that it doesn't interrupt the placement of the side of the case.
That's easy.
Yeah, no, it's just a no. I just realized that I didn't realize that there were two different ones in there. That's all. But they made the part of the cage that holds the power supply in two separate pieces you have to screw in after you put into the power supply, which is not the usual. But this is also not a usual case either, so. And there we go. Flat screw goes in so it does not block that. And now the power supply is nice and solid.
And secure.
Yeah. Gonna remove the film from this piece because, again, this is gonna get hot and I do not want plastic melting on my power supply.
Gotta be careful. There we go.
Yep.
Came off clean.
Yep. Alright, so
this one come off cleanly at times.
yeah. Alright. Now, time for the motherboard installation. And ow, there's my first cut. So, this case is made out of metal, Christopher, right?
And metal can be salt.
Yes, metal can be sharp and
Very
a
much.
little bit of a scrape. No blood yet, but don't worry. The blood sacrifice, just a little scrape. The sacrifice to the computer gods will be made eventually. They always are.
There's no such thing as a computer god.
It's just a joke we make, Christopher, because when computers were first about being built, they were much more dangerous and sharp than this is. This is nice, rounded. Everyone's like, everything. You can touch this right here, Chris. See how it's nice and rounded and stuff?
Yeah,
Imagine
that is safe.
Imagine that was just pure raw metal. How sharp that would be.
Yeah.
That little scrape I just got would probably be a cut. The very first computer I built, Chris, I think I bled like a good 3 or 4 drops at least into it.
Yeah.
So there's a joke that people who build computers say, you always leave a part of yourself in the computers you build. Usually in blood. Occasionally skin. But usually in blood. So, I'm not sure if you can see it, folks, but here's the inside of the cage. Motherboard mount 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are over here on this side. The drive cage is next to the bigger drive cages on the outside, next to it. And then there's 3 SSD cages there. I'm gonna remove now, however, the top parts here. These right here. I'm gonna remove these to make it easier to get in and out of the case while they put the motherboard in. And these are just fascinating how they've managed to get these to work. I'll show you guys in a second, but
Interesting. So we're like cold ones and like snap-ins.
So they're held in. You put this end here into the case on the side here.
Slotted, basically.
Yeah, they're slotted, yeah. And then you can see here a little bit of a hook. The hook plugs into some holes on the various sides and back of the thing, and then this is effectively the brake. Just really tiny little hooks here to keep the mount in. So I'm gonna use these in a bit to install the extra fans I got at Shamsel and Darkstar's advice earlier this week. But for now, let's install the motherboard. Okay, so it's gonna go in like this. Not putting it in yet, but it'll be like this. First, however, let's get the. Where did I put? Where did I put that? I'm looking. Ah, there it is. Yeah. IO shield, yep. Nope, I was not going to forget. I just didn't know where I'd put the actual thing itself. Here we go. Chris, want to watch me put... Here, let me show you how this goes in. This is really easy. But this is also the sharpest part of the case right now. So this is called the I/O shield, Christopher, the input-output shield. Remember the part of the motherboard I showed you with all the ports?
Oh yeah, top the steel.
So you would use, just put it like this. Some motherboards these days have them built in. This one, I went for a less expensive one, so it does not. Yep. Everyone can probably hear the musicians outside. Those are politicians driving past trying to get our vote. Except, haha. Yeah, well, surprise on them. We can't vote. Not here anyway. Yeah. So.
We won't vote.
So that's the I/O shield here. Again, Chris, it helps keep dust and stuff out. And now, let's see here. I forget. Do we use flats or we use No, we don't use flats. I guess we use. There's so many screws in this thing. I forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, yeah, I don't need the extra screw mounts, so those... I'm going to use the small bag I just got for the extra screws I don't need. Haha. Before I screw down the thing, Chris, I'm gonna actually test to see which screw I need to use on the motherboard here. I think it's the... I think it's these? The little round-topped ones? I think? Is there a key to the manual? Okay. That's the case, not the motherboard. Where's my mouse? Okay, 1 second. Yeah. I do not actually have Wi-Fi on this motherboard, but that's fine. Memory, video card. Where did you see the screw? Or am I just an idiot?
I'm not an idiot.
Page 2. 9. Okay, well that works too then.
Yeah, I want to do watch you play Animal Well.
I'll do that next week, Chris, okay? I promise.
Sorry.
4, 5, 6. Sometimes I miss having my little computer tray for building machines, because this would be, I would have sorted all these out beforehand. No, it's not these then. It's 9, 10, 11. Not that. Alright, so not you guys. I want you to understand that they gave me a whole lot of screws. So... Eight, 9, 10. You know they always give extras, right? 11. 2. Those are sharp. Oh, some of these are sharp. Okay. That's annoying. It's not these flatties here. There's way too many of those. Welcome to Pocky Counts Screws for your entertainment. 6, 7. I don't know if anyone's here who's not part of the usual crew, or at least someone I know in person. So, if you're new to the stream, hello! If you're wondering, why the hell aren't you playing a video game? Well, there's reasons for that. 2, 4, 5. There's 9. Okay, 9. There we go. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hooray! All right, there. Y'all can go into the bag. Oh, nice. And I see. Thank you, Shamsul. I appreciate the assist. I am blessed with good friends who only tease me a little bit when I'm about to destroy thousands of dollars worth of video game equipment. Well, $1,000 of video game equipment. All right. All right. I don't know if it looks like it's got a built-in washer, but you know, just there's 9 of them, so good enough. Now, the old days, I would have taken 3-hole punch reinforcer stickers and put them onto the bottom of on the top of the screw mounts here, but I don't have those, and I don't think I actually have done that in a long time anyways, so that's fine. Alright, here we go. Oh, come on. UI cage, please don't fight me like this. Huh. Yeah, I know that now, but back then, now, the annoying part will be, here's a question for folks. Do you bend back the pins on the, yeah, I was actually, thank you, I was about to ask about that, so, oh, that's funny. I have to pull this, I have to undo this really fast. Thankfully I only did 1 screw. If you look at the, there, the serial port is stuck behind this metal band. That's what's causing the problem. So I have to undo this really fast. Thankfully, again, did not screw more than 1 screw in it yet, because I wanted to check. So, that is funny. That is funny. Funny and kind of annoying. The fact that this thing has a... Is that a V... That's not a serial port. That's a VGA port. That's kind of hilarious that my motherboard has a VGA port still. I mean, I kind of appreciate it, but also, huh? Let me actually, as I think about it, take a look here and make sure the IO shield will fit. I gotta pull this other one off too, actually, huh? Pro tip, check your freaking ports before you put the motherboard on the case. Good tip, Egon. Thank you for Thanks for that information. And by Egon, I mean Shamsel. Tink, tink. Ow. It's okay. More blood for the blood for the computer god. All right. All right, now it should work. Yeah, well, I got like 7 hours last night for once.
I don't think that counts with the amount of time you spend asleep in your chair.
If I count that, then I had 10 hours of sleep.
I mean, to be fair, I came home, hung up the laundry, and tried to pass out on the sofa, so I'm not even mad. Getting sunburned takes a lot of energy.
Apparently. Alright, this should be okay now, so let's go ahead and get back to screwing things in. Let me see, hold on. The problem is I don't have, like... How's that? I think I'm gonna stand up to do the rest of this. I don't have to constantly shift the machine around, but there we go. Tank. Oh, out. Ta-da! Oh, okay, that's as far as it'll go up, though. Hey, Cryptomancer. Hail, hail, the gang's all here.
Everyone wants to watch you bleed into a computer.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, yeah. All right. 3. It's 4. Now I do not need more than 2 screws at a time. Magnetic screwdriver tip. Okay, it's 5. I do indeed have a lot of people who are here to help, and I appreciate it. Because if nothing else, I have friends who mean well, even if sometimes the information is not the best. But that goes for anything in life, really. 3 more to go. I appreciate these SATA plugs being like that. Makes it easier to cable stuff in. And again, my old computer, the old cube, was only about to here, so this much more space feels ginormous to me, honestly. Like I'm not going to constantly be smacking my hand to the side of the case. And I appreciate that. So, if I remember to, I'll take a picture of the cases side by side so you can see the V1 versus the V21. I've not seen anyone do that online, actually. Or if they did, I missed it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that all of them? My God, that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one left over for a spare. Alright, I can live with that. Yay! Yeah, those new cards are just nuts, and I'm not looking forward to having to deal with those eventually. Alright. Next step, CPU fan, or should I do all the other stuff first? Because the CPU fan is kind of... I kind of want to put in the... I'll put in the main power last, I think. CPU... I see it's over there. I have thoughts about that, but I'll deal with that in a second. What are you? You are the front case fan. And then you are... Well, you are easy. You're just the USB 2, so... Yeah. Pop. There goes that. My main concern is these little jobbies right here. These are always annoying. So I might do that right now. Unfortunately, the motherboard did not come with a nice little block for that. There. A little more space for me and for the case. Let's unplug this for now. You're just a plug. Yeah, you're not, don't have a clip, so you can just pop up anytime old now, please. Please? Apparently it doesn't want to come out. Oh, that's bad. Shit. Well, I may have just... See the little black piece there? That was on the motherboard.
Oh dear.
I mean, I can get it back in. I just have to be very careful with the pins, but... Cripes.
Dang. Bummer, dude.
Christopher?
It is a bummer, honey.
Holy shit. That's never happened before. Happened to me before, I should say.
It's not even a speed run.
Yeah, well... So that's... That was exciting. Yeah, this is the USB... Oh, it was. That is the proper one, trust me. It's the only place it would go. I'm just gonna leave it on and then... Son of a bitch. Well, it wouldn't be my life if something like this didn't happen at least once during this build, I suppose. Yeah, I think once I get this dealt with, well, I could theoretically just plug this in straight without the little thingy here to hold them all in, which I might do.
so often these days I'm reading along and I realize that something I'm reading is based entirely on a scene out of The Witcher.
I see.
Like, the whole book was all written around that one scene. I'm impressed at the many ways people can lust after it. Very entertaining.
Well, we'll come back to that in a bit, I guess. Then, Jesus. It's more than a little frightening now. Alright, well, I guess I'll do the CPU fan now. Actually, I need a second to just think here. Because now I'm kind of freaked out by the whole situation. Right. I mean, the video card's going to go here. It shouldn't cover anything up that I'm aware of. Well, I just broke my motherboard, sort of. Also, hi, Aoi, welcome to the stream. It's not completely unfixable, just annoying. I've never had that part come off of a motherboard before on me, though. That is just ridiculous. Like, Jesus. Hey, Tenshi Sakura. Welcome to the stream. Okay, well. Let's go ahead and put the CPU fan on for now, at the very least. Yeah, I mean, as long as it works, it just means I won't have this this piece here, because it's gonna be too. Oh, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, That's that. That's that. That's the power button and stuff. There's the audio. Audio goes back here. Yeah, it should be okay. If not, I'm just screwed and have to wait till we get into the motherboard then. Alright. Time for the, yeah, no, I'll definitely... That I'm not worried about. Thankfully. So that should go here, just like this. Thankfully, nice and easy. Just a matter of pushing these down. God bless them being relatively easy to put down. Locked. 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 And locked. Okay, good. And you will get plugged into here, since it's right there, right next to everything. The thermal paste is already on the built-in fan. If I end up having to get a different cooler, then I'll definitely get a thing of thermal paste as well. Alright, we can start doing some of the other cables now. Actually, let's go ahead and get the video card out first. Make sure that will fit. And then... here we go. Yeah, the cooler had the paste already pre-installed, pre-applied rather, I should say. And here we go. New video card. Still wrapped in the plastic. Still unopened. I'm not going to fully install this. I'm just going to slot it really fast to see what space I've got to work with. And then once I kind of get an idea of where I'm going with things, then I will actually mount it and plug it in and everything, and plug in the power and everything else. I mean, you folks aren't wrong, so there it is. They had a white one called the Arrow that I almost got because I thought it was going to be just the same. Then I realized that this was $5-10 cheaper and it's black, so it matches the system. So, alright, so we want 2 slots. Let me get those unscrewed now. Clank. I see. Okay, I was wondering what that was. Alright, so... there's a little shield here, so I didn't actually install it, which is fine. But yeah, so it looks like just placing it in, we're gonna have about this much clearance on the side here for things. It's gonna be over. Christ, are you kidding me? Hold on a second here. Okay, phew, I was about to say. Are you actually like gonna be on top of the memory things? And the answer is no. Thankfully, it's not. Goodness. But you will be over the SATA plugs there, which is why they put them that way, which is smart. All right. So these will be fine. These have clearance here. So let's start doing the cabling then. Yeah, that's what the first toaster has going. So all right. We have no LEDs. That's fine. We'll do the furthest back and then work our way up. So audio cable, which is keyed, thankfully. Once again, in my old machine, it is Here's a question: if I put my cable below the motherboard, is that a bad thing? Is that going to cause problems? Like this? I don't know if you can see it. There you go, like that. If it is, then I'll have to rethink things a little bit, but okay, cool. Now I have to let me right. Internal connectors. There we go. What goes where? There we go. I miss the little blocks you could get that were extenders for this because it made things so much easier. Power LED plus minus. Okay. That's you two right there. Power switch right next to them. You would, of course, be the other direction. And now there's the question, which one's the plus? The plus has the triangle on it, right? Usually? Yes, for me, that would be the place I would be going if I needed to get stuff. Hard drive activity, plus minus there. There's a store there called Tsukumo that I prefer. They're a bit of they're a chain. They're kind of like Micro Center, honestly. Although they've got a building with 6 or 7 floors worth of just parts. Reset switch. Alright. Just realized there's no power light on this. Why are there 2 power LEDs in this? I guess if there's a... Yeah, I just don't like doing that if I can help it. Chassis intrusion header, don't need to worry about that. Huh, I don't have a speaker on the system. Interesting. Alright. Well, this machine, this case has a 2-point power LED, so are you? I cannot see well enough. System fan, alright. You're a system fan. CPU fan. One, two. Oh, excuse me, goodness. Pardon me. So I only have 2 system fan points on here. Huh. Huh. Alright, that's gonna be an interesting conundrum. Yeah, no, the power switch and the power LED, so if you're looking at the same page I am, I did the top power LED, the power switch next to that, the hard drive activity LED on the lower left, and the reset switch on the lower left. And all the ones on the right, the speaker, the power LED on the lower right, and the chassis intrusion header are empty right now, so that's that. Alright, I'm going to plug in the CPU jobby here. Alright, so that's that. And now, do I try to put these pins back in to the bracket first before I put in the USB 3? I don't think they're going to go in, honestly, with this thing in, so the holes are definitely smaller, so that's what I get for trying to be all slick and try to pre-game my cabling here. Alright, well that's in. It's a little looser than I like, but what can you do, I guess. I'm not sure if you can see that, folks, or not, where I just did that. Here. So it's in. Hopefully it'll work. And I can pull it back out easily enough, thankfully. So I'm actually going to leave that alone for now. Alright, where are... That's the cable for later. Wait a second, I'm going to move this fan over to my face because I'm hot now. Getting warm here. What time is it? 11:48. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. no, that's not going to work. That's definitely not going to work, unfortunately. All right. Now we can just look at the extra cables here, so we can figure out which ones we're going to need to plug into the power supply here. All we really need is the video cable, really. The one for the video card. And then the ones for the 3 extra hard drive that we're putting in later. Let's see what we got. The SSDs use, let's see, I'm not going to need that, probably. The video card uses a 4-point for now. Save this 10-point for later, I guess. The 4-point from over here will not fit. It will not reach, rather, I should say. PCIe. That must go to the system. Another PCIe. So 2 PCIe cables. Another IDE power cable. Here we go. Yeah, no, the motherboard one was one of the ones that was pre-built in, and it's got CPU on it. I'm not sure if you can see that from there, but here you go, CPU. Let's see, 1, 2, 2. Well, that's fine. So we want this one for the solid state drive I've got. Alright, so they got 2 hard drive sets and 2 not hard drive sets. So we need video card, hard drive, other hard drives. So I got two big single drives still that I'll be using eventually. So these can go back into the little cable bag, which is again really nice of them. Thank you, Thermaltake. You know, I really want to try this again really fast. Gosh darn it, it's bothering me really a lot. But I'm so afraid of bending the pins, you know? Yeah, that's a no. That's gonna bother me the whole time I have this machine. Yeah. Well, Let's go ahead, flip the machine over, get to the carefully plug in here to the power supply. C. Alright, so PC IE 1 for you. Check. Alright, put you through. And then the 2 hard drive cable set up here. You say C also. You're a 3-point. Peripheral SATA, peripheral SATA. Plug in, click, thank you. And then this one for the other hard drives, which will be down here anyways. I'm not going to be installing the other hard drives on stream because that's going to be a long, obnoxious process. So you can go in here for now. Enjoy the quiet, as it were. Actually, I'm not going to be installing the other hard drives either yet, so you can stay down here too. So that's nice and easy. Alright, and now... Oh wow, that's a very heavy-duty little lever there. Alright, I'm going to plug in the USB-C, the USB 3 rather, I should say, now. So that I don't have to try to plug it in while I'm next to the... That went in alright, right? Yeah. That's all 10 pins. Looks to be all 10 pins. Yeah. And now I'm paranoid. Oh my god, Richard. What the hell? Alright. I do, which I'll be taking care of shortly actually. In fact, you want me to do that now to kind of calm down for a second here. So I got, they're a company called Thermal Right. Never heard of them before, but they got reasonable reviews here. Got 3 for the sides and the sides mainly. So 3 120s. And then by the same company. Oh, this is in Chinese. The Amazon page actually says which one is in, which one's out. I'll have to look that up in a second. And then here, I got one 140 case, or 140 fan. For the back, here, to install. Oh wow, this is a meaty little machine here. Check that out. Come with screws and everything. Thankfully. And again, instructions are in Chinese. Let me go hit the website really fast so I can see. Nope. Not on these. That's fine. Like I said, it was on the Amazon page for them, so I just need to go hit that really fast. 1 second. Of course, you're gonna make me log in when I'm in the middle of this. Yeah, they have a little video that shows you. Less than 3 connectors per. Mine does not have LED, that's fine. So here's a question. I can sync up to 3 of these. Should I sync all the fans together, or what do you think, folks? Blade side intake, frame side exhaust. So we want this to be exhaust. So yeah, so okay. Ooh. They have it set so that I can make my own screws of a sort. The motherboard has 2, which is a bit of a problem, I feel. Boku wa mou hitori de nagesiterareta akikan no yona. I appreciate that the case can take 120s or 140s. But yeah, so I have the option of taking the exhaust fan and having it at the same speed as the sides, this side's intake, and then this side's intake will be the same speed as the giant front fan here, which is there's a big ass fan. You can kind of see it here. But otherwise, yeah, I only have two. I think the last time I did this, I actually used a Molex to fan converter, which they don't have in here, unfortunately. Which is unfortunate. Well, we'll come back to that in a second. For now, time for fun with brackets. So the question is, so that's the exhaust. I'm going intake then. Where along the side here do you think we should put the fan here? Because what I'll be doing is the right way. Oops, that's the wrong one. There we go. That's the correct one. So blocking this in like this. So the fan will be here, but on the inside, obviously. Yes, the side panels. Let me show you them really fast. They're very cool. Here's the side panel with the very nice magnetic mesh for easy cleaning, which is very nice. I like that. Closer to the front? Okay. Yeah, so it'll be intake, so all the intake this way and then out that way. Okay. So we can put it about here, it looks like. Then and there are thankfully guides on here for that too, so. Well, yeah, let's see here. Mesh goes pretty far forward here, so the fan would be about to here-ish. Yeah, about here-ish, so that's also true. Alright, let's... I'm going to put this on the ground for a second so I have some more space to work with. Which leaves me with one thing I'm not sure what to do with, honestly, but we'll figure something out, I guess. So, left and right. Where are the... Okay. No, they have to go like this, because they... think... These are also thankfully keyed, so I can't screw this up too badly. Yeah. Thank you, Thermal Take, for being smarter than me. Right. Left. We want that to be downwards to make it easier. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the front fan's 220. No, I'm gonna leave the big fan where it is. I don't want to do more than I really have to if I can help it. So. Alright, that's not working. That sort of works. I think this will be my best bet here. All right. I've seen people do it because they like this. They like the. They've done it for like the fun RGB stuff and such. But since this will be on the ground, and I won't really be seeing it, don't really see much of a point for me. Alright, that's one. And now we'll put the other bracket on. Ah, man. Right, yeah, I have been requested to not have more lights on in the house at night than we already have from the various electronics, so I'm gonna keep to that. I said I would. I promised I would. Also, since it's on the floor anyways and not on top of my desk, I can't really enjoy it anyway. So you know. Right. Ta-da! Alright, let's try this out really fast before I do the other one, just to make sure it works. That's fine. Alright, so you slot in there. And you slot in there. There we go. One fan on this side. The PS you take will have that much just from the case itself, but it's also risen off the floor by a good inch or two on top of that, so sweet. And this does have a built-in daisy chain plug, so alright, let's do the other one then. Intake. Yeah, no, when I chose the parts for this, I made sure that none of them were RGB. You know, again, if they were on my desk, if I was playing with this, if I was using my computer and it was actually on the desktop, like some people do these days with towers, it'd be one thing. But don't really, because of space. So the new toaster oven here is gonna sit on the that seems about right. Okay. Alright, that should still be okay, I hope. If not, I'm gonna have to unscrew all this and try again. Like, you know, I built a machine for a friend last 2 years ago now, I guess. Yeah, 2 years ago now. I guess. It's all blurring together right now, but built a machine for a friend who, despite the machine not being on their desk, still wanted to build a machine with a figure in it. So it was a tall drink of water machine, a crawl machine that was, and it had LEDs all up the wazoo. That, you know, I had to figure out how the software worked, so I could install that for him too, and that was a long time of sitting there working on a person's computer for that build. Okay, that seems about right. Alright, let's put this in now. Ah. And I did indeed put this in backwards. Ha 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 ha. Alright. Well, this would not be a Richard Kim stream if I didn't screw up at least once. So, hope folks are doing well as I unscrew everything right now and get back to it. So the two big sufferings so far have been this, which is not really that big, and me tearing a piece of the motherboard off by accident. Which, still not sure how I feel about that. So this will be L, so it's because I'm top. Let me make sure I get this right. This is... So how is this going to work then? This has to be the top because it can't go... Yeah, hold on a second, folks. This is... No, that can't be right because that makes it all crooked and that will screw things up. Okay, so that's that. So... Why? What is going on here? Okay, this is feeling weird. Because on this side, how is this going to work if this is... Because this can't go the other direction. So these have to go like this. Yeah, so why is this... Oh. It's got... I guess this is sort of pinable. That's probably not intentional. Okay, so I get this should be it. Yeah, this should be right. I'm not sure what's going on here, folks. This is turning out to be a little weirder than I thought. It's so cool, it's modular, it's not working. Hooray. Well, for those of you who are new to the stream, if you're not one of my usual followers because you're here because it's just chatting, Welcome to Pocky Suffers for Your Entertainment. I am currently suffering trying to get this to work properly, to install properly, as it were. I guess the best way to do it then will be just to plug it in here like this. There's a hook there somewhere. There we go. And then screw it in here. And that works like that. Okay. I apologize for everyone just looking at a picture of my gut in the computer. Alright, there we go. I could theoretically put in another fan. Like, either the left or the right, I guess. Like, put another one on the video card side to get more intake to cool it down from the with outside air. Maybe. Let me think. Do folks think it's worth it to put another fan in on the video card side? Or nah? I can always remove it if I need to also, honestly, so... It would be like, I would put it... right here. Oh, you can't see that. Right here. I think it would barely fit. But I can do it. It might not fit actually on the rail because of the way this is set up, but I think I'll leave it like this for now. We'll see how it works out. And then I've got another fan I can work with if I need. Alright, now it's time for the video card. Do. What time is it? 12:28. Should have enough time to try to get this up and running. Actually, like power it up. Honey, how you doing on hunger? Katie? Hello? Oh.
Calling for me?
What do you want to do about lunch?
Good question.
Right, okay. Alright, Alright, here we go. Video card time. We'll figure out the cooling fans after this.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm not real hungry, but we need to feed the incredible expanding boy here.
Right. Right.
That is very fancy. It's a little bigger than the other one.
Yes, it is.
I mean, you said it was going to be.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't really have it in my head very well.
Okay, here we go.
I'm going to get way out of your way.
Okay. All right, let's get this screwed down. Four ports. Very nice. I can have 4 monitors. No, I can't. Not in this apartment. I've got 2 for work /
If we ever find you a bat cave, honey.
Yeah, well. All right. All right. There we go. Video card's plugged in. It's longer than the motherboard. And actually, I think the name on the card lights up, but I'm not sure how to control if that's like a permanent feature or what. So, all right, now we're gonna plug this in. I've never been a big fan of the 3/4 port type plugs, but oh well. Yeah, that's what I figure. Square. Huh? Hold on. Please fit. I thought the clip was supposed to go on the outside. Right? This does not seem to be the right type. Somehow. That's disturbing me a little bit. Are they different? No, they're the same. Yeah, okay, so that's just me not being able to plug this in properly for whatever reason. There we go, okay.
Oh, the world of fiction police that are actually good guys.
So I guess we'll plug in the fans into each other, and then I will plug the fans into the board. It's not the PSU side. That one I actually did plug into the PSU. It's the letter C on it, so I figured that was, kind of important there. this twist tie here. Okay, that's one fan plugged in. I'll mess with the cable management and stuff later, honestly. Thankfully the rails help a little bit with that, so that's nice. That's one. Let's plug in another one. Now, here's the weird thing. The front fan plug is... Am I going the right way with this? I'll twist it at the same... Okay, thank you. The front case power... The front power fan is a 3-jobber. But as long as I line that up with the little clip here, that should be fine, right? As far as I remember. There's my mouse. For the first drop of my ownership of this new mouse. System fan, there we go. Yeah, I think it is, so... Alright, that's everything plugged in. Now I'm going to do a quick power-up check in a second once I put the legs back on this thing. There we go. I appreciate the fact that I can just slot this back on the bottom. And it just goes back on, easy as you please. There's a big grate on the bottom too here for airflow. I could theoretically plug a fan into that, I guess, but I don't want to mess with that if I can help it. And did I actually get this in? Yeah, okay, it's just the front that has the clip. Everything else is just guide rails. Alright, now what did I do with... There you are. The case screw... Oh, hey, you're all coming out now. Thank you. Come take a bow. And by that I mean don't fall out of the box, please. These are all held in by just good old... these types of screws, although you can, of course... screw it all in as well. Alright. Four, five, six. Please don't go missing the day I just bought you. That would suck. Alright. First things first, before you even put in a monitor, is just see if it plugs in, if it turns on, and all that good stuff. Igor! The power! Igor! Oh, well then plug it in. Then we'll just plug it in then.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at these clouds. You might have a chance.
Alright, folks, move this stuff over here for a second. I do have a USB hard, floppy drive? Ha! That would be insane. I have a USB, DVD-ROM drive. God, Richard. To install Windows off of this thing, and I've got a handy dandy. I use this for work, but it's also my personal device. Mobile. What's it? Monitor. Wow. I apparently have forgotten all computer terms today. I apologize for that, folks.
Flashy, flashy picture box.
The screen thing, yeah. Alright. So, where the... Oh, I see. Ha! This little sticker that said the whole explanation of the Smart Zero fan thing was covering up the thing, the input, and I was like, where's the plug? Oh my god, did I like cover? Oh no, Richard, you're just not paying attention, Richard. All right, here we go. Ready? Is there an LED on the motherboard to tell me it's on? Answer seems to be no on that. But everything seems to be moving. Except for the video card, but the video card's not really working, I guess, so... Oh no, there it is, it's spinning. I believe what it said in the... Why is that middle fan just clicking like that? That's bothersome. All the other fans seem to be spinning properly. I was about to say, I recall something about the middle fan only activating when it needed to or something like that, but maybe I'm wrong. Well, for now, she lives. This is good. Let me unplug this before I start messing with it too much there. Oh, it is. Ah. That's what's going on. This is why cabling is important, ladies and gentlemen. It was caught on the other fan's power cable. Ha! Let's move that out here for now, just to be safe. Because screw that noise. Okay, test number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Ready? Live! There we go. God, I was scared for a second there. It's like, I just got this video card from America. I don't want to have to send it back. And, ooh. It lights up. It's hard to tell on the... There you go. I probably won't be seeing that. Oh, it just turned pink. Neat. Alright, so fans are running. Fan is running. Fan is running. Fan is running. Yay. Fans are turned off properly. All right. So let me grab some cables. I will actually put this flat on the desk so people can see it actually. Do I still have that spare keyboard, or do I have to use? Oh no, I know what I can do. If it'll work, I don't know if it'll work. Well, 1 second, folks, while I do this. I need to dust this thing. Used it only recently, and it still gets dusty as heck. Let me grab the drive. That keyboard's dead. It's my old drive. Copy of Windows 11. Cabled mouse I can use. The question right now is the keyboard. Oh, and I need cables too. I need HDMI. The days I suddenly wish I still had my old keyboard that mostly worked, but sort of doesn't. So, yeah, so far, folks, this has been a fun experience. Hope folks have been enjoying it too, as it were. I'm gonna put this like this so I can have more space for things. And actually, this is a good chance to test the plugs up here, make sure that one cable is actually in properly, not. That's gonna bother me for a long time. Alright, this does have a video card. That's TPI. You are HDMI, I think. Yes. That plug. Keyboard. What am I gonna do about a keyboard? I'll plug this in a second. Trash. Guess I'll have to use that keyboard and just replace it later. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my work keyboard. I'll be right back, folks. It's actually a plug-in keyboard, so. The joys of having multiple computers all around the house, you know. This mouse is still working. Oh, are you kidding me? Really? Fine. We'll deal with you later. Looks like the shield is blocking one of the USB ports, so that's great. I apologize for the fan noise, if folks can even hear it. God, I feel like I'm working IT again. Not necessarily a bad thing, it's just funny. Alright. Here we go. Well, the monitor's not turning on. That's problem number one. That I can check out in a second, though. Yeah, I don't have a spare thumb drive right now, and I have this copy of Windows 11 that I did purchase, so if nothing else, I needed this for the key, so. It's gonna be funny if there's no actual disc in here. I'm gonna giggle and then cry a little bit. Nope, there actually is a disc in here. Wow. Get back in there. Alright, so that raises the question, why is this not turning on? The keyboard and stuff, however, is getting power, which I appreciate and I'm glad of. I wonder if it'll work if I plug you into this. We've just not got as much stuff plugged into it right now. There we go. Doing this with like this is gonna be interesting. No signal. Okay, that's a different problem. Oh, it just popped out. Okay, well that's in now. Let's see if it wants to use the onboard video for now. Maybe. Let's see what I can figure out here. Honey, can you come on here a second? Katie?
What?
I need your help.
Sorry.
I need your sense of smell, actually.
Sorry, that's off.
It's okay.
What?
Do you smell smoke?
I do. Well, I smell something hot. I don't know that it's smoke specifically. Could just be like dust heating up on the components or something, or like manufacturing grease.
Okay.
Sorry, I totally fell asleep.
Oh, okay.
What or what? Yeah, it smells hot like hot computer. Doesn't smell smoke like fire.
Right.
If that helps.
The GPU is not running at all now, it looks like. A little bit of an ozone smell, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going in as far as it'll go, as far as I can tell, which is the normal distance here. Fan's not running at all now. GPU's not running at all. Okay, that's... It's lighting up. Everything else is running. Yeah, the GPU plug is, the power's in on both sides. Yeah. Try that first, maybe. Well, I'm glad I'm doing this on stream with people to have some help with this. They all seem to be fun. The fans all seem to be fun, as far as I can tell. All right, well, let's try it with the onboard video and see what it says to that. So close and yet so far, right, folks? Come on, turn around, please. Thank you. All right. On. There. Maybe that will be enough power for you. Honey? Can you come here and smell my video card really fast?
You say the most romantic thing, darling.
Yes, well...
You want me to smell this?
Yes, please. And the monitor's not turning on at all.
I mean, I don't know, it smells like plastic.
Okay.
I mean, it smells, I don't know, it smells electronic. If that makes any sense?
It does. That's fine, thank you.
I smell hot sometimes, but I don't smell smoke.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
It does.
It smells like maybe like grease burning off of something because it's too close to something, but
Right.
not like magic smoke is being let out.
Right.
I'm wearing this inside out. Whoops. Oh well. Ain't no thing.
Okay, so you're on.
Yeah,
learned about the magic smoke for the first time, like, right before we went to tech for a show, and some repair guy came and let all the magic smoke out of my light board. It was not the world's best timing.
It still says no signal.
I don't know what to tell you, my love.
No worries, Cryptomancer. Thank you for watching and hanging out. We'll figure this out eventually. It might just be that this my little monitor here is not capable of handling this because it needs proper drivers or something like that. With that being the case,
I wish I could like actually help.
You've helped a lot actually, honestly, so
The first time I came out, it smelled like someone turned the computer lab on for the first time after vacation.
I see.
You know, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's still hot in the room and, you know.
Right. The other option... Do I even have the plugs for you, little monitor? I would have to dig up the plugs, the power supply for this. I have this little monitor I was using for some stuff for a while, and I don't remember where I did with the power supply for that, so... Again, everything's spinning up, so that seems to be fine there at least. Let me think here. So I can't use this, and that's fine. I can try to figure out. The problem is that, well, I guess not so much of a problem at this point. It just makes things, gonna make things difficult is all, because I'll have to rely on my phone to be able to see what people are saying. Yeah, the LED was, well, there's a red light. It was turning on, so the motherboard's turning on. I don't know if that means anything specifically otherwise, though, so... But it's 1 o'clock. I need to feed my family.
Oh, Rich.
Yeah.
You're doing okay unless you need to take a break. If you need to take a break, fine, but, like, don't stress out about us. I'm not even hungry. And I can always send Chris out to Marat too if he wants to.
Right.
I was thinking, when Jordan comes, if you want, we could walk down to the bento place by the railroad station for dinner.
Maybe.
It was just a thought.
Let's see what it says on... I think this is the first computer I've ever had that doesn't have a speaker actually built into the case, as I think about it. Looking at the motherboard manual, and I don't see anything about... Let's see here... Yeah. No display output to my little monitor. I think it's, but it might be because that monitor is very specific and low power and all that stuff. So I'm gonna try since I've got chat going here, I did try that actually. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug the monitor I use here, the TV, and grab a USB-A HDMI cable. Should have one around here somewhere that I can use to see if it's just because the monitor is not strong enough, honestly. And if that doesn't work, then there's something horribly wrong with everything, and I'm gonna cry. So, which means I need to move a bunch of other stuff out of the way. Give me a second, folks. I'll be right back. Shit. Thankfully not everything went flying, but still. No, I'm at the worried stage right now, because this is not going to be cheap to fix if what I fear is happening is happening. Oh, right, I moved all those cables over there. Great. Can I even get to those cables? Yes, thankfully. Dear old HDMI cable, I hope you still work. Alright folks, I'm going to be back in a second. Need to unplug my monitor / TV. Aha. Well, the TV detected the other monitor, detected the HDMI here, but is not displaying anything from the computer. So, I'm going to try the video card again. In the hopes that it will work, even though the onboard does not. Because Lord knows weirder things have happened in my life. Here's one screw, just to hold it down firmly so it doesn't shake as I'm plugging stuff in. We're gonna have that problem again. Seriously. I wonder if that was possibly the issue. So the keyboard is responding. Got the numlock and other things turning on. But there's no output whatsoever from this card. It could also be this cable is dead, so... hold on. Thankfully, I have this information on hand because I knew it was going to be useful. The CPU is an Intel Core i5 13400F. The motherboard is a Gigabyte B760M DS3H DDR4. Motherboard is Gigabyte, B as in boy, 760, M as in Michael, DS, David Sam, 3H, Henry, DDR4. Okay, so no onboard GPU, that's fine. So that's not going to work then no matter what, so I'm not going to bother those anymore. Be safe. No, that's not what I want. You silly thing. Stop that. There. As far as I know, it should be 13th gen CPU, 13th gen board, so they should be fine for each. But I'm also going to try a different cable because I think I had been wondering if this cable had been dead for a while when I put them away, and it might be dead. So if that's the case, then that's also a problem. It does not seem to have that information. I do not have another video card on me unless I pull it out of my other computer, so. And I don't seem to have any other HDMI cables here that I'm aware of. I must have gotten rid of all the HDMI cables except for this one.
Did you look in the bookshelf?
Yes, that's where I went first. I mean, there's one other cable I can try, but it's going to be really a hassle to get it out. It's the one connected to your computer.
That would be a hassle.
Well, I know of a cable that works. Just going to be a real annoyance to deal with here. Give me a second, folks. This cable I know works. It was working this morning. All right. Now the question is, will it reach? I think okay, yeah, I'll have to turn the... All right. Son of a bitch. Well, the thing is, let me try this again. Hold on. Oh. Whatever else is going on with the card, the Gigabyte logo is lighting up. But for whatever reason, Turn this off again. Unplug everything. I'm gonna check. Maybe the thing came loose or something. I don't know. On the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna try that too, actually. But first, let's see what's going on here. PCIe is plugged in. Alright, so this is the one I just unplugged. No, it was firm in there, but we've got a second one we can try, so... I think I said this earlier, but I really hate the fact that it's a 3+1 type. Just don't like those at all. I always feel like they're not going to work properly. Alright. Yeah. Pressing in as far as it'll go until I hear the click. Okay, here's the new one. It shouldn't matter if I use the middle one or the end one, right? That doesn't matter at all, right? Because they're both PCIe, they're both giving power. Thanks, man. Good night. Will do. And thank you. As far as it'll go. Alright, I'm just going to plug in just the monitor at this point. See. Alright, so new external input detected. No signal detected. I'm going to try the end connectors, because that's a dumb as reason as any for this to not work.
That's usually the reason why things don't work. Dumb things.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something like that in the near future if this is not going. Although I'm not sure if I can actually fit this new part in the old machine. Actually, the memory wouldn't interfere with the video turning on, right? The fans worked for like 10 seconds, right? Sure. Lord knows at this point. Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do at that point then, because that's supposed to be my boot drive, so... At this point, I'm not sure what else I can do at this, so Lord knows, right? All right, put you there for now. We can go back in and see if it does anything. Don't love that it's sitting on top of the SATA connectors, but oh well. Well, that's interesting. The fan on this side's not running now. Or are you stuck? Oh, never mind. It's stuck on a cable. Oh, I didn't actually plug in the external power this time. Ha ha ha. Yeah, HDMI 2 is still not getting any output whatsoever, so at this point I'm pretty sure we can say it's the video card. But without another video card to test, I have no way of knowing for 100% sure. That's what I get for getting a processor without an onboard video card. Let me switch this back so I can actually see the video camera now, at least. Well, yeah, again, the question is whether or not it'll fit in my old machine. Sorry, folks, I just need a second. Yeah. Yeah. I should have just bought a new PC from some maker or something, honestly. It's the first machine that hasn't worked on me out the box in a while. The problem is that if it's a video card, I can't return it. Because by the time it gets back to the US, the purchase warranty will be over, so it means I have a $320 paperweight here now. Amazon JP doesn't work the same way. They really. Let me rephrase it. I'm really reluctant to try something like that with Amazon JP because. Yeah, no. So what I'm going to do for now, they will. I've just never actually, I've never actually returned an item to Amazon. Also, there's no such thing as a cheap video card in Japan, period. Even the crap cards are still like $200 to $300 a piece. So... This plus the fact that the little cap came off the board there both make me really paranoid now about this whole situation, honestly. This thing, the one that was holding the pins in place to make it nicer to plug the case ports in. Yeah, no, it's not a huge deal. Still bothers me a little bit. So for now, I'm gonna close up the case. And try to test out, I guess test it out on the new card on my current machine. And if that works, then it's not the video card probably, it's the motherboard somehow, which is much cheaper to replace here. And if it's the video card, well then I guess I'm back to plan 1 of plan 2, I should say, which was use my old video card in the new machine, because my old CPU does have a built-in graphics card, so I can still give that to Kitty and Chris after that. So. start cleaning up in a second. I'll start cleaning up after I finish this. Well, next week, I promised Chris I would finish Animal Well. So next week, no matter what happens, we'll be Animal Well. With luck, between now and this coming Friday, I'll figure out what's going on and figure out a solution. Whether it's $300, because the card I got is like Rokuman yen, so about 60,000 yen in Japan. So yeah, it's not replaceable in the short term, unfortunately. What's there? I'm glad I figured this out now, though, before it was too late and I was relying on this for any level of important work or anything like that. That's a little easier to do. If I could stop dropping the screws. Thanks, Curly, and I appreciate it. Have a good night. Best of the folks back home. Gotta be careful about picking this up from the sides because that's gonna be slippery. If nothing else, I got to mess with this new case, which has been fun, honestly. It's kind of neat. DDR4. I didn't think I needed the extra speed, so I didn't really. Well, here's the toaster 2. She may live eventually. There's the spudger. Well, folks, thank you for watching today. I don't know if I would say this was a good time, per se, but it was a time. I'll be back Friday with more Final Fantasy XIV. And then Sunday with the rest of Animal Well, hopefully. I'm not gonna... Yeah, A2, B2. That's where I put them. I looked it up in the manual because I was paranoid. Like, I believed you, and at the same time, I couldn't believe myself. So, you know, there you go. Because I have rabbit paranoia when it comes to spending money. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up and get lunch for me and Katie and Chris, and then cry a bit, I think. But yeah, thank you folks for watching. Again, to everyone who donated and such, and I should put this back in. Shit.
Deep breath.
In any case, take care, folks. See you at the end. See you this coming Friday. Yeah, you know, could have been worse. I could have cut myself further or anything like that. So, take care, folks. Talk to you later.